Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Vortac, and welcome to Epic Inventor, a beginner's guide. I wanted to do this video because I have gotten a lot of new subscribers, and a lot of you don't really understand how to play this game, how to start it. At least that's what I've been hearing. Some of you pick it up pretty nicely just based on my first episode of the Epic Inventor's Handbook. But when I made that episode, I knew about as much as you do. So, now that I'm a little more educated about the game, I feel that I can actually write you guys not write, but film a good review for the game, a good beginner's guide. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So, when you start out, you're going to get exactly this, what we have here. And this cabin represents your spawn point. So, that's where you're always going to end up when you die. You can take down the cabin, you can move it wherever you want, you cannot go inside, but I believe in future updates that is going to be a possibility. So, what do you want to do here? Look, we're being attacked by monsters, like right off the bat. So, we're going to want some kind of defense, at least some kind of amateur defense, so we can call ourselves safe in this base. So, that's one of your first steps. The first thing you really need to do is collect branches. That's what I would recommend. Lots of branches, and if you see these bushes, grab these too, because they're also going to be important. The bushes are going to provide silk and those little thorns you just saw. The thorns will be for creating your first traps, and they'll take care of the majority of your monsters. Stone is also important. This will be used for making a furnace and expanding your base. Ah, get back here. Come here. You always want to kill pigs when you get the chance because they provide food. You start out with 5 pieces of bread, but as you can see, it goes pretty fast. So I'm just going to be showing you guys the first things I would build. Oh, I should have started with what you start with when you come in. Sorry about that. So when you first come in, aside from the crap I've already collected, like this and this and this and this stone, I'm already level 2. You get 1 piece of silver, 2 pieces of copper. You don't get these thorns or this fang. You probably get some branches, if any. But I think it's enough to make... Oh, okay. 2 wooden blocks will make a workbench. So what you're going to want to do is go into your items, and I'd take away weapons and armor, because we're just looking for other, which is wooden blocks. Make 1 more wooden block, go into your placeables, make a workbench. That is the first thing I would build. Just like Minecraft, you want your workbench, and you want to plop it down wherever. You can put it anywhere on this white part. So, right there, workbench. While that's building, what that's going to do for you is open up a whole world of new things you can craft. And you need to be standing, I believe, within some certain radius of it. But don't quote me on that. And that's going to allow us, I think, to build our first trap, right? The crafting recipes tell you, but the trap is a placeable. And the trap I'm trying to build is a thorn trap. You need 8 thorns, 3 wood pieces, and a workbench. So yes, once we get the workbench done, all we need to do is collect a little more wood and a little more thorns. And that's what we're going to be doing. And you don't have to make a trap when you first start. It's not like Minecraft where it's going to turn night and you have to seek shelter and survive. It's not like that at all. You can really take it any way you want. Ow, damn it. But that's just what I would recommend, because you want to keep your stuff safe. Like now we have the workbench, and if monsters come while we're out, which happens, you'll have to have some way to make sure like you have defense against them. And when you're just starting out, you really don't need too much defense until you get to the higher levels. As your level grows, the monsters you encounter will be a higher level. Let me tell you a little bit about the robot. When he starts, he's really good for defense, and you push E while you're standing on top of him, and you can ride him around. And he goes a lot faster, he jumps a lot higher, and overall he's just he's pretty much required. He's what makes this game really original and fun. So since our workbench is done, we only have 5 thorns. The other thing you're going to want, as you can see I'm taking damage pretty quick, you're going to want some armor, and possibly a better weapon, because the little stick doesn't do too good for you. And that is what I'd recommend as well. We don't really need stone right now, we're not going to worry about it. My concern... Ooh, there's a chest, that's rare. My concern is branches. These branches on the ground and these bushes, because I want to make sure I have rope to build traps for the future. And I think there's a newbie trap you can build that... Oh, no, I don't think there is. Alright. Oh, there's a thorn. Oh, nice, we got a gold blade. See, this is a really terrible thing to happen to us, because I'm trying to make a tutorial video. I'm not going to use that golden blade. Because I want you guys... That's never happened before, like finding a chest that early on. Really terrible example. So, I'm just going to come here, collect these branches. Damn it, snake. Get out of here. And, of course, if you want to learn more, I recommend watching the Epic Inventor's Handbook. I have a whole playlist of it. This will probably be on the playlist as well, but... Yeah, it's a good series for just learning about the game and a little more advanced crafting recipes and things like that. Oh, the robot doesn't survive for crap. If you want to get back to the base, that's something else I'm going to show you guys right now. The best thing to do is either die and you'll lose experience, or you can save and exit the game, and when you spawn back in, you'll be at your spawn point. And that's a feature that's not supposed to go away. That's not a glitch. It was the developer's way of giving you kind of like a ghetto home teleport. Another thing to take into account as we're traveling farther along in this world, we're encountering more monsters and they're a higher level, and that's to pretty much give you some kind of difficulty range, so you don't just go around exploring like crazy. The deeper down you go in caves, the higher level monsters, and the farther you go to the right, the higher level monsters you'll find. Copper, what I'm mining here, is found on the surface, also very, very important for building I'm going to build my first weapon out of copper, probably. I should almost have enough to make some decent armor, though. Not decent, but wooden armor. Gonna collect just a couple more branches, and we will travel back to the base. Oh, got a thorn from that, too. Alright, let's go. And I know I said I can get back to the base with teleporting, but I'm really not that far, so I don't think I'm that far. This game, of course, is comparable to Terraria, but I want to point out one thing and make this very clear. Terraria is kind of like 2D Minecraft, where you can dig down, you can build things, you can alter the terrain. This game is more industrialized. It's more... someone actually said it's a more industrialized version of Terraria, and I really like that example. It kind of describes everything perfectly. Okay, real quick, I'm going to demonstrate this. You want these 3 wooden pieces to make this first trap, and each one takes 1 branch. So oh shoot. I made 4. Well, I needed 4. You get 2 wooden pieces per 1 branch. Then we go into placeables, and let's make our Thorn Trap. So yes, in ways, 2D and kind of the RPG aspect and the sandbox aspect it offers, it really is comparable to Terraria, but it's not the same, in my opinion, at all. Way different. Everyone has their opinions, but that's just me. Personally, I never really played Terraria that much, so maybe that's why, but from what I see, since I can't build and stuff right off the bat, I assume it's a different game. So, okay, we have our Thorn Trap building, and that's really going to help a lot. The other thing you can do is use your stone to expand your base, but we don't really need to do that right now. But while we have our branches, let's take a look at our items. Go into armor, and the first things of armor you can create are wood. So, for the wooden helmet, we need a wooden block, 1 wood piece. Everything's going to require some amount of wooden blocks and wood pieces. So, I'm just going to go into my items, oops, and craft up some wooden blocks and pieces. Okay, and then a couple more wooden blocks. I can't create a ton of armor because I don't have a ton of wood, but we can create some. So let's make a helmet. And we can't make the chest piece. Pants. Make a helmet and pants. And all you gotta do, this counts as armor, but you can just take it off. So let's take off our pants, convert them to experience. We don't need those anymore. Wooden pants and a wooden helmet. That's going to increase our defense. Now, I still want to get a wooden chest plate, but I think you guys get the point. Just collect some wood, and this is going to raise your defense to a pretty decent amount, actually. But since we did find some copper, and it's easy to find, that's what I would make your first weapon out of. And I'm going to show you that right now. Let's see here. Copper. So, a copper blade would be ideal. It only takes 1 copper panel. But we might be able to create a copper sword, which takes 3. And we'll have to find a little more copper for that, so let's scratch that for now. But I have never used the copper hammer, and I've never used the sword. I've never made anything weapon-wise out of stone. It keeps saying it's better than stone. So you can, in fact, use stone to create weapons, but you have the option of doing copper or stone right off the bat. It's really easy to find both of those. Okay, so yeah, stone blade. There's a stone sword. I think a copper blade would do us better. The sword is going to give you more range, but the blade is copper, so it's going to have a better attack overall. Let's go into our... Okay, right here. So you need 2 pieces of copper to make a panel. And 1 panel is going to give us the copper blade that we need. So... Oh, 5 wooden pieces as well. Crud. Always need wood. Let's go collect some more wood. Maybe we'll find some more copper along the way. But yes, just remember, I'm using copper, but you can easily use stone, and it's a lot faster if you want to just get yourself a better weapon than the stick. And I don't believe there's a wooden sword or anything like that. You just have the stick, which is the lowest grade weapon, and you have it right there in your inventory. Wow, these branches aren't spawning very much, are they? Okay. What do we got for wood pieces, huh? Wooden pieces. We got 6 of them. Ah! Get out of here. And now we want to go to weapons. Sword. Where is our sword? Oh. There we go. We need a furnace. Ah, that's the last thing I wanted to show you guys how to make. So, and that's because this is copper. I believe you do not need a furnace for stone, but it doesn't hurt to check. I should check. Get out of here. I should have just let him kill me. That would be a lot faster. I know I have a lot of stone. They're going to chase me. Come on, let's go. No! This world is a lot more flat than the one I play in. As the hill goes down. I'm just saying some areas, like that one up there, seems really flat. And this is a nice flat spot for a base when you expand it in the future. You can put it out as far as you want. Okay, furnace. You need 2 stone blocks. We have 1, so this is easy. All we gotta do is go into items and click on stone block. Bam. Right there. 1 furnace coming right up. Where is it? Where the heck is it? Did I pass it? I always end up clicking this one too fast. And okay, there we go. Create the furnace. There. After that builds, we'll be able to make our copper blade. While that's building, I'm going to quickly check for you guys, just to make sure I'm not a liar, if we can make a stone sword without a furnace. Nope, we only need a workbench. So, yes, the stone sword is really the best way to go when you're first starting out. Other than that, your next steps from here are going to be probably increasing your defenses. I build an automatic crossbow. which is one of the most important things you could build. It requires 20 screws, a crossbow, 20 silver screws, which I think we already have enough silver for, since we start out with 2 pieces. In fact, let's just try that right now. Where's our silver? Silver, silver, silver. Oh, there it is. So yeah, so we have our 20 screws. You could probably make this really quick. Right at the start, you don't even need a furnace. 2 wooden blocks. And to make a crossbow, let's go back under weapons real fast. To make a crossbow, you need 1 rope, which requires silk. 2 wooden blocks. So, and I'll show you how to make a rope too. I know it's a lot to remember, but the nice thing about this game is everything is saved right in this little menu. I know it's kind of a pain to scroll through all the time, but it's actually pretty helpful. Okay, so 2 pieces of web make 1 piece of silk. 3 pieces of silk make 5 pieces of silk make a rope. So you do need to take down some more bushes, and the rock monsters drop silk as well. A few things drop silk. I just learned that spider worms in the caves, they drop silk too. Or web, I'm sorry, and then you craft it into silk. I keep saying silk. But yeah, that's something you really do want. You want to get an automatic crossbow. That'll shoot the fly-ins, and there's a lot of them. They're like the 40% of your creatures. Oh, and that's done. So let's quickly make our sword, or a blade, right there. And I will replace that. And there it is. And I could put anything I want down here and just scroll through it, use it. There's breads here, so I'll click, eat that. And now we have a better weapon and some armor. So that is my beginner's guide to Epic Inventor. I know it's not the most organized thing, but in the length of this video, I've already accomplished quite a bit. And it's pretty easy. A lot of people I've learned are just having trouble with grasping the concept. And it's, as long as you don't think about it too much, it's a pretty easy game. You just want to collect stuff and craft. Similar to Minecraft and Terraria, but like I said, more industrialized. And anything you don't want, convert it to XP, right down there. Most of the things you find in this game have some sort of use, but a lot of them you'll only need once, unless you get rid of the item you create with it. But overall, you shouldn't need thorns after you make one, unless you want to make multiple thorn traps. Thorns are only good for thorn traps, so convert them to XP, and you'll level up really quick. And just be careful once you hit level 10, that's when you fight the boss, Melvin. I actually recently fought him in a later episode of the Epic Inventor's Handbook. You can go check that out. So yeah, for more information on the Epic Inventor game, check out my series, the Epic Inventor's Handbook, or go to epicinventor.com. You can download it for free. It is a free game. Multiplayer does exist, but it really doesn't work right now very well. Anyway, that's going to be in a future update where the multiplayer is going to be perfected. So just wait on that. And I hope this answers all your questions. And like I said, if you have more, all those places I mentioned before are perfect to go to. Thank you guys so much for watching, and check out the channel. We'll see you next time.